thing is that both of them, having posed as the victim for so long, are really the aggressors.
They have created the stories and the speculation and the questioning about the origin of both children. I wasn't born yesterday, and I know that 2 and 2 make 4. They don't make 22.
Facade is finally cracking. And what? Lady Colin Campbell and Tom Bower jest. Exposed about Archie and Lilibet's births. Will leave you questioning everything. You thought you knew about Meghan and Harry's carefully constructed narrative. This isn't speculation or tabloid gossip. These are 2 of Britain's most connected royal insiders, revealing documented inconsistencies that paint a disturbing picture of deception, manipulation, and calculated image control. From altered birth certificates to missing hospital staff, from vanishing security records to strategic timing that defies basic medical reality, every detail suggests a cover-up so elaborate it makes their Netflix deals look like amateur hour. The polished Sussex fairy tale began to unravel the moment Lady Colin Campbell and Tom Bower, 2 of Britain's most relentless royal biographers, took aim at the one subject Harry and Meghan have guarded more jealously than their Netflix contract. The true circumstances surrounding Archie and Lilibet's births. Their televised expose landed like a grenade because it wasn't couched as rumor. It was delivered as fact-backed. They insist, by hospital logs, birth certificate anomalies, and first-hand testimony from palace insiders who finally feel safe enough to talk. Existence of this is damaging to the royal family. And damaging to supporters. To the interests of the royal family. From the outset, the couple's privacy stance looked less like healthy boundary setting and more like tactical image control. Royal births follow a strict, bulletproof routine, vetted obstetricians, on-call royal physicians, real-time press briefings, and within hours, the traditional photo call on the hospital steps. None of that happened. Instead, the Sussexes issued a bland press release hours after Archie was allegedly delivered, skipped the customary London hospital door photo op, and refused every request for confirmation from Portland Hospital medical staff. Campbell pointed out that no security teams, midwives, or front desk workers could place Meghan at Portland Hospital on May 6, 2019. That is extraordinary when you consider the media circus that surrounded the births of George, Charlotte, and Louis. Each documented minute by both journalists and royal protection officers. Even more eyebrow-raising, the palace announced Meghan was in labor 7 hours after Archie had supposedly already arrived. A logistical impossibility under normal royal procedure. Then came the paperwork. 11 days later, the birth certificate was quietly amended, stripping Meghan's given names, Rachel Meghan, from the document, and inserting Prince before Harry's. Palace officials immediately distanced themselves, insisting the edit was a Sussex decision. Why would 2 parents so obsessed with authenticity remove Rachel Meghan from an official record? Unless it complicated their branding? Fast forward to June 2021 and baby Lily Diana. One scan of her Santa Barbara Cottage Hospital certificate reveals a code 105 in the state field, when every California birth should read 104, Royal sleuths dug deeper and learned code 105 is typically assigned to Colorado births, not California. Was it a clerical slip or evidence the couple filed paperwork outside the state where Lily was actually delivered? No. One in the Sussex camp will clarify. And Buckingham Palace, still reeling from Archie's certificate scandal, refuses to correct or confirm anything. Like they could easily squash this and they don't. What's odd to me is this is such its popular theory. That goes and the bump, the moving, all this stuff. Tom Bower piles on more questions. Why were standard royal physicians rejected, despite Queen Elizabeth's personal offer to provide them? Why did the couple insist on private unknown doctors? People the palace could neither vet nor contact afterward. And why do hospital staff at Santa Barbara Cottage and Portland Hospital maintain they have no recollection in logs or security sweeps of Meghan's presence on either alleged delivery date? In addition to that, Tom Bower's bombshell claims about his quiet investigation into both Santa Barbara Cottage Hospital and Portland Hospital have sent shockwaves through the royal world. And for good reason. The renowned investigative journalist didn't just rely on hearsay. He actually conducted what he describes as methodical research into the facilities where Archie and Lilibet were allegedly born. His most damning assertion came during a live television appearance, when he stated with absolute certainty that Meghan Markle was not present at the hospital on the day Archie was reportedly born. Bower didn't stop there. He backed up his explosive claim with concrete details, explaining, "I've spoken to staff. I've checked the facilities movement logs. If she gave birth there, then it happened invisibly, and that's medically impossible. The whole description she does of the Portland Hospital, the birth, that was completely fabricated." What makes this investigation particularly suspicious is the complete absence of any traceable evidence that should exist for such a high-profile royal birth. Unlike every other royal delivery in modern history, there were no security alerts, no medical team confirmations, no hospital staff reports, and absolutely no visual documentation of Meghan's presence at either facility. The fact that two major hospitals have zero records of hosting what should have been one of the most significant royal births in recent memory isn't just unusual, it's virtually impossible unless something very fishy was happening behind the scenes. In a vacuum, you could chalk this up to celebrity eccentricity. But Archie and Lilibet aren't Hollywood offspring. They are recognized members of the royal family. If Meghan use surrogacy, the UK public requires that fact be declared for the children to remain eligible members. By withholding or altering records, the Sussexes could be jeopardizing their own children's constitutional standing. That potential constitutional crisis explains Harry's frantic legal threats. Within hours of Lady C's TV claim, Sussex lawyers allegedly warned of defamation suits, hoping to chill further digging. Yet, every aggressive legal move only amplifies public curiosity. If the allegation were absurd, why not laugh it off? Why threaten to sue two authors who have never retracted a single royal scoop? have created the stories and the speculation and the questioning about the origin of both children. Lady Colin has been particularly vocal about how the ongoing speculation surrounding Archie and Leet's births represents what she calls an incredibly insulting attack on the legitimacy of the royal family. According to Lady C, the questions of legitimacy are not merely tabloid fodder, but constitute a fundamental attack on the constitutional foundations of the monarchy itself. She argues that by maintaining opacity around the children's births, refusing to provide the standard medical confirmations that have accompanied every other royal birth since 1689, Harry and Meghan are actively promoting doubt about the royal succession while disguising their obstruction as a matter of privacy. Our seeing is that both of them, having posed as the victim for so long, are really the aggressors. Financial desperation gives the story sharper teeth, with Netflix terminating its 9-figure deal and the Sussex content ranking in the low hundreds for viewership. Meghan and Harry can't afford a legitimacy scandal that might obliterate what remains of their market value. Royal experts note that Netflix wants its pound of flesh after investing millions in a couple who delivered weak numbers and an abandoned film adaptation of Meet Me at the Lake. If the children's birth narratives crumble, so does the Sussex brand of authentic family life that underpin their documentaries and children's programming. Pitches. Buckingham Palace, meanwhile, maintains appointed quiet officials. No any definitive statement confirming or denying surrogacy could either ignite a succession crisis or drag the monarchy into protracted legal wrangling over medical privacy. Insiders whisper that the late Queen privately questioned the secrecy surrounding Archie's arrival, and King Charles is said to demand absolute proof before granting future security allowances or official roles to the Sussex children. Think about it. Every single public appearance with Archie and Lilibet is so perfectly staged. It's almost insulting to our intelligence. She'll show up for a photo opportunity, hold the kids for exactly as long as it takes to get the shot, and then hand them right back to the nannies. It's like watching someone play dress up with borrowed children. The whole performance is designed to make her look maternal and relatable, but the reality behind the scenes tells a completely different story. What's particularly disturbing is how she uses these children as emotional shields. Whenever she's facing criticism, suddenly she's the protective mother, fighting for her family's privacy, when in reality she's the one constantly putting them in the spotlight for her own benefit. She'll drag them out for a carefully orchestrated paparazzi walk when she needs positive press, then complain about invasion of privacy when the coverage doesn't go her way.